Parliament yonetsana neruzhinji mushure mekunge yobuditsa matsamba ari kutaura ichiti Parliament claims 99.4% support a constitutional amendment bill number 3 kuti vaMnangagwa vasvike 2030 vachiti ruzhinji rwese ruri kusapota kuti vaMnangagwa vasvike 2030. So today tauya takabata nhau iyi tichitaura pana paYouTube channel yenyu yeMagaba News, tichiti kana pane vachangosvika pano paMagaba News ndiwo mukana wekubaya button rakanzi subscribe nekutena notification bell so that when you post any news and update you'll be the first one to see news dzatinenge taisa pana paYouTube channel yenyu yeMagaba News. Today we have a news dziri kucirculate munyika yedu yeZimbabwe kuti pakuannouncwa kwaitwa cab 3 muParliament kana kuti the so called 2030 agenda iri kudiwa neZANU-PF. Vobuditsa tsamba dziri kutaura idzo dzichiti kuParliament kwakaendeswa mapepa anokwana kuita 500,000 and also pamapepa iyayo pari kutaurwa kunzi pamapepa iyayo pane 2,000 point something iri kutaurwa kunzi ndiwo vanhu vaioposa amendment bill iri. See, in another news, according to Parliament of Zimbabwe portfolios, platforms avo akabudisa vachinyora tsamba kuti this is the last parliament serve here on cab 3. Do you support the constitution amendment bill number 3? Pawakanyora paplatform pavo ruzhinji pakangovhota vanhu 3,400 vakaisa a tick kuti vari kusapota amendment bill iri, asi 31,000 people vaiti no to cab 3, asi ivo vari kuti vanhu vari kuoposa chete i2,000 munyika yese yeZimbabwe. Zvikurambwa neveruzhinji zvaita kuti George Charamba ati tikunzwei muchiti people kubva nhasi the statistical breakdown is very clear and ringing in statement against those opposed to cab 3. So zvaonekwa neveruzhinji kuti ZANU-PF iri kushanda nemari ende ida kumhanyisa zvinhu ichiedza kubiriridza, asi panguva inoi ruzhinji rwenyika yeZimbabwe ruri kuramba kuti hakuna zvinhu zvakadaro. 99.4% dzei dzenyika yese yeZimbabwe, munyika yeZimbabwe mune mamillions mangani evanhu, ivo vari kuti kwakaenda 500,000 vanhu vachiti ndianani vakaendesa mapepa iyayo. Amailoderana muchinyorerana muchifudzeredza mapepa kuParliament imi pamaelection chaipo chaipo hamuna kukwanisa kuita 99%, makaita 53%, mozokwanisa kuita 99 pazvinhu zvisiri kudiwa nevanhu maane nguva refu muri munyika musingakwanise kudevelopa maroads chaiwo chaiwo emunyika yeZimbabwe, kudevelopa zvipatara, kupa vashandi a decent pay inokwanisa kuchengeta mhuri yevashandi, asi moda kuti pacab 3 mofevherwa zvekuti mudye muri maindividual. So veruzhinji vari kuzviramba izvi. According to news maererano nechiitiko ichi, pari kuziviswa kuti Zimbabwe political landscape is once again bringing thrust into the spotlight after Parliament tabled a report claiming that an overwhelming 99.4% of Zimbabwe who participate in constitutional support of the Constitution of Zimbabwe Amendment number 3 bill, commonly known as cab 3. According to the reports presented in the National Assembly, Parliament received the total of 540,000 submission during public consultation. Of these 537,100 were recorded as supporting the proposed constitutional change, while 2,935 were listed as opposing the bill. The Joint Portfolio Committee on Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, together with 8 and another parliamentary committee, recommended that the bill process is that the majority of participants support its key provision among most controversial proposed in cab 3, extending Zimbabwe's electoral cycle from 5 years to 7 years and changing the method of electing a president from a direct public vote to an elected conducted by parliament. Critics urging that these changes could reflect in President Emerson Mnangagwa remain in office until 2030 beyond the current constitutional timetable that would see his term end in 2028. In 2028, the reports represent in Parliament breaks down the submission into several categories. It stated that out of 470,117 written submission delivered to Parliament and 469,000 supported the bill, while 1,000 opposed it. The reports also say that during a public hearing, 67,688 submissions were received, with 67,302 supporting the bill and the 386 opposing it. However, a different picture emerged from submission received by email. According to reports, Parliament received 2,232 email submissions, with 76 supporting the bill and 1,472 opposing it. This category became a major talking point among critics who questioned why email responses showed significant higher opposition compared to other channels. The Parliamentary Committee nevertheless concluded that the majority of submissions favored the proposed constitutional amendment and recommended that the bill proceed through the legislative process. On Wednesday, CAP 3 passed its second reading in Parliament and now moves to the next stage of debate before lawmakers eventually vote on its final adoption. With ZANU-PF holding a two-thirds majority in the National Assembly, enjoying a significant influence in the Senate, a political observer believe the bill has a strong chance of being approved. Justice Minister Ziyambi previously indicated that the legislative process could take about a month. Thought some analysts believe the bill could move through Parliament much faster. Despite the parliamentary figures, opposition groups, civil society organizations, churches and legal bodies have continued to express concern about the proposed amendment. Prominent lawyer and constitutional defender Forum Tendai BT dismissed the finding, urging that many Zimbabweans remain opposed to the bill. BT claimed that public consultation did not accurately reflect the national opinion and alleged that the process was influenced by factors that limited the expression of opposing view. Several organizations have also raised the concern about Section 328(7) of the Constitution, which restricts constitutional amendment from benefiting an individual currently serving in office whose term is being extended. The debate over CAP 3 have attracted attention from several sectors of society, religious organizations, legal associations, and human rights groups have publicly shared their views on the proposed. So mune Zimbabwe ndona wiri kutaurika, ndona wiri kubuda pamavhoti aya, asi veruzhinji vari kuti sei ivo vari kuzoti opposed vakatarisa according to online mavhoti akaitwa online pari kubudiswa kunzi 31,000 vanhu havana kutsigira CAP 3 iyi. Sei iyo iri kuzouya parliament ichiti vanhu 1,000 something 2,000 something ndo vasina kutsigira, vamwe yese ma500,000 ndo vakatsigira CAP 3 iyi. So vanhu vari kuratidza kuti ndiko kubirira senge kwaingoitwa panguva yemaelection. What's your take on this issue? What's your take on this news? This is Mnangagwa News YouTube channel.